For those wondering why I'm still wearing glasses, it's because these are actually fake glasses. I'm still trying to figure out whether I like the glasses look or not. I do think glasses suit me, so I feel like I might just start wearing fake glasses. These are from Bailey Nelson for anyone interested. So before we get into this video, please subscribe to my newsletter if you haven't already. I share it once a month, sharing sort of cool, interesting stories and links to interesting things. So make sure to check it out. Side hustles for 2023. I'm surprised I haven't done this video earlier. It's taken me longer than it should have really. But yeah, a lot of these are going to be naturally related to what I do and what I think actually makes the most sense because it's maybe related to what I do. As I know, these can also make money because I've seen other people make money or I'm making money from them. But I wanted to go into 3 important factors before we go into these side hustles. So the first one I've listed here is choose something you're actually passionate and interested in, even if you're not very good at it. Because someone who's interested in something is more likely to get better at that thing in a much quicker time than someone who's not interested in it. Number 2 is choosing something relatively scalable. So some of these side hustles are more scalable than others. But the idea is that as you up your skill level and experience, you can charge more money for them. And number 3 is choosing something that gives you some autonomy or freedom. So the whole point of a side hustle is something that you do in your free time or something that you can do whenever you need to do it. This is also important to consider if it's something you want to do whilst traveling or something, just being able to have that freedom. So the first one is professional writer and researcher. So I recently put up a new job position within my company looking for writers and researchers for both of my YouTube channels, this one and my tech channel. The idea is that this person would come along and they'll bring fresh ideas, new ideas for videos for the channel. I've seen rates range from $100 all the way up to $1,500 for more experienced writers. And I'm sure they could go even higher, especially for someone who has a proven track record, someone who has put together videos that have done well time and time again. I'm sure they could charge a lot more. And if you're writing for multiple creators, there can be a lot of money to be made. This doesn't just have to apply to YouTube, of course. Obviously, I'm looking for a writer and researcher for my YouTube channels, but this can also apply to blog writing, copywriting, and other similar roles. You can also even use AI to make these jobs easier for you or just to inspire you. So I think there's a lot of flexibility in this sort of job and something that can definitely really be done from anywhere. Next up, we have Framer templates. So this is a fairly new one as Framer has only just started blowing up over the last few months. For those who don't know what Framer is a website maker that's ideal for those looking to design and make their own websites. Framer also offers templates for anything and everything. They have a sort of template part of the website where you can see other templates that are available for sale. Cedric is one of those people who has made a Framer template, and he has been selling his template for around a month and he's made $5,000 from his Framer template. That is really impressive. If he can keep that up, that's an extra $60,000 a year just from a Framer template, something that just sits in the background and makes money. The only support you have to give is if maybe there's an issue or bug with the template. But usually if you've done a good job, you shouldn't really have to do much maintenance at all. What's also really impressive is that most of it is going to be profit. The only fees you're going to have is transaction fees. Framer doesn't actually take a cut of any of the theme sales. This leads us perfectly into the next one, which is web design and web development. So my first side hustle, the first way that I started making money was actually creating websites for other people. My first website, I don't have it anymore, so I can't really show you, but the first website I ever created was for a restaurant. And it was just a pretty simple landing page with a menu so that people could search up the restaurant and just see the menu very quickly. And I charged £700 for that website, which for me at the time was a lot of money. That made a big difference. I think as long as you're interested in web design and web development, this is a very lucrative way to make money, and obviously people are doing it all the time. There are so many freelance web designers and developers out there who are making serious money. There are a lot of them making well over 6 figures a year, no problem. So web design and web development, if it's something that you're passionate about, I really do think it's a good way to make money. Next up, we have video editors. So I feel as though the demand for video editors, good video editors that is, just seems to be growing. It seems to be all over the place. I have so many friends, so many businesses and stuff who are looking for good video editors. I get a lot of emails as well from video editors, people who want to edit my videos and people who want to make shorts for me. But I see actually quite a few big mistakes when they try to pitch themselves. So the first biggest mistake is that they don't share any of their work when they do pitch themselves to me. They don't link to any other work, they don't show any previous work, nothing like that. It's obviously impossible to tell how good they are at video editing if they're not showing any previous work. And they also don't make a demo of what they could create for the creator itself. So for example, someone like me, if someone wanted to maybe make shorts for me, I would really like to see them make a short from one of my very own videos and send that to me as an example, just to see what's possible. I think when pitching yourself, it's very important to be able to actually show the person what you can create, especially if it's something that's based off their own work. The best editors that I've personally hired have always been ones that have sent me edits of my own work just to show what's possible. Video editing can also be very lucrative if you're able to set up a good system and master the editing program that you're using. I myself have gotten very good with Final Cut Pro. I can edit a video like the video that you're watching now within an hour or two, and then I can get it ready for upload. So if you can master video editing, I think it can be a really good way to make money. Next up, we have Notion templates. So I've mentioned Notion templates numerous times in the past on this channel, but the demand for Notion templates just seems to be there. It's just crazy to me because I use Notion every single day, and I usually just sort of make my own templates and stuff, but clearly there is a market out there for ready-made Notion templates. Thomas Frank, a fellow creator on YouTube, started a whole new YouTube channel just to share Notion tips and tricks. And the idea was that he would share these tips and tricks, but then also use it as a sort of marketing funnel for his premium Notion templates. And amazingly, in the year of 2022, he made $1 million from his premium Notion templates, which to me is just absolutely wild. That is so impressive and just shows that the market is there for Notion templates. Now, I'm not saying that everyone can go out there and make $1 million from Notion templates. Of course, not everyone can do that, but the market is there. And I think with good templates and with a little bit of marketing, others can easily make a few $100s a month, maybe even a few $1,000s a month. Next up, we have Lightroom presets. So if you're into photography like I am, making and selling your own presets is such an easy way to make money. So I have a few Lightroom preset collections, and I've recently released my collection 3 of Lightroom presets. That latest pack has made me nearly $4,000 in the last 30 days, which is just crazy because it kind of just sits in the background. I don't really think about it much. I have the presets on my website and people buy them. Most of this will be profit as well. The only costs are the transaction fees, of course, and PayHip, because I'm using PayHip to sell my sort of products, my digital products, and they charge $99 a month. So yeah, very profitable side hustle for me there. I love photography, so I always have a bunch of my own edits that I paste across images. I simply save these presets, I bundle them up and sell them online. I think it's some of the easiest money that I make. Courses. So if you have specific knowledge that's in demand, courses are such a good way to condense that info, bundle it up into one place and sell it. So I recently put together the video creator course, and this wasn't even something I was interested in making. It wasn't something I even thought about, but I kept seeing comments on both of my channels, people just asking how to make their videos similar to mine. So I just thought, okay, let's sort of do it behind the scenes. Let's show my whole process of making videos and put it into a course. And I just thought, I'll just have it in the background. What's crazy is that I haven't even launched the course yet, but it's already made me nearly $5,000 in pre-order sales. I priced it quite low as well at $199, as I've seen some others which are priced much higher, but I wanted to keep mine low for now as the content in it is quite lean. The idea is that over time, as I add more modules, as I add more information, the price will go up. I don't expect this to be a huge money maker for me. I don't expect it to absolutely transform my business or anything like that. Like I said, I'm just gonna have it sort of running in the background. And the idea is that when anyone asks me, hey, how do you make your videos? How do you do this? How do you do that? I can just direct them to this course and they can have all the information right there. So that's it for this video. Some of my recent favorite side hustles. And the idea is I wanted to cover some side hustles that have actually made money for other people or have made money for me. If you have any ideas yourself, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear of any other side hustle ideas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter and subscribe for more.